Good morning, my lovelies, and what a good morning indeed. We've got the sun shining, my floral overalls pulled out, and me over here ready to soft launch spring into this home, which we're all gonna be doing together. But as always, we gotta make myself a nice cold iced latte, and today let's put a fun twist on it, because a strawberry cold foam, that sounds delicious. Seriously, guys, forget syrups. This right here is just dehydrated strawberries that have been blended into a powder. I just add this into my creamer, whip it together, and it creates this amazingly yummy cold foam that you can mix right into your coffees. And there's nothing yucky in it. Literally, guys, it's just fruits. But just wanted to mention that because you're gonna see me play around with so many more fun coffees in different flavors, especially now with the springtime rolling around. Because, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I kind of mentioned it before, we are soft launching spring into this home. What do I mean by that? You guys saw that I actually went thrifting for spring items, and I want to go ahead and make an entire decorate with me solely dedicated to doing just that. But that being said, there is a couple things that I really want to start off with this home before we add those final pieces, because decor items are truly the last step. I actually got some really fun new curtains that I'm going to be putting up in my living room since we have no curtains whatsoever. I'm actually going to be finishing and restaining the desk that you guys saw me start in the last vlog, which means that we can finally finish the desk and put it in my office today before adding all the decor there too. And you saw me thrift a lot of beautiful containers and vases at the thrift store, but there's nothing for me to fill them with. We need some fun spring florals, things that will just bring color and cheer into the space. So we're gonna go shopping for some fun spring florals too. I just sat down Eliana. Let's see if she decides to take a nap. But if not, I'll just have my little assistant along with me as we tackle all of this home decor, because hopefully in today's video, you're gonna see how some small minor changes can already bring some fun spring warmth into your space. With that being said, the sun is bright and blinding, which means we need to get some curtains up. So it's been a little while, but let's pull out that ladder. So an official welcome to my living room. And the living room windows are not actually going to be the only windows we tackle. We are going to get all of these windows that are lining the south side of our house covered today. So before we getting started with this soft launch spring home decor, I want to show you guys a little mood board of what it is that I'm envisioning for this space for spring. And it is really leaning into the blues. Living in Florida, we don't live by the beach, but I still want to emulate some kind of a coastal vibe in here. And you've already been seeing my love for blue. I added blue in the kids' playroom. I added a blue stamped wallpaper into my office. Touches of blue just make me so happy, because if you don't already know, blue is actually my favorite color. So I really want to lean into that with this living room. So we are going to be doing just that. I made an Amazon order last night to get myself some new curtains, because as much as I would love to thrift some curtains for the house, our ceiling height is very unusual. We have almost 10-foot ceilings here. So it's actually really hard to be able to find thrifted curtains that will kiss the floor the way I want it to. And so I decided to go with this gorgeous French country blue. This is actually a very similar curtain to the one that we have in our bedroom. The difference is the one in our bedroom is a room darkening, and this one I got to be a light filtering. It will keep out the sun rays and the sunbeams, but it will still let all of that light in, because I want my living room to be full of light all the time. So we got 3 sets of that. Along with that, I actually ordered some more brass curtain rings. I'm gonna link down below my curtain rods and my curtain rings, because I get so many questions on these all the time, because the brass looks so authentic and not like a fake gold, especially paired with this blue. How gorgeous. You know how I said I was gonna get the ladder out? Yeah, no. Hubby, can you put the ladder next to the window, please?
Sure.
Excellent. You see? That is all I ask of him. Move the heavy stuff for me and I'll take care of the rest.
Exactly, with the amount of heavy stuff that you bring to this house.
It's okay. It keeps you fit, babe. It's all good. All right. Sorry for this backlighting. The sun keeps coming in and out. But you guys, we really need to have a conversation here. Because as much as you see me do a lot of stuff on my channel, I also like to teach. Even though I'm really not qualified to teach, because nowhere did I get any formal design training at all. I'm really just like winging things, learning things that I find on Instagram and on Pinterest, and just relaying that information to you to do with it what you will. But something that I feel like I can take a stance on is the fact that so many of you are hanging your curtains way too low. And I mean like embarrassingly low. So low that they are just kissing the top of your window and they're making your space look so much smaller than it can be. We gotta do our best to maximize the spaces that we have, and the placement of your curtains makes the biggest difference. Okay, so when going in to measure out your window and where you wanna have the curtains be, the main thing you wanna consider is that your curtains always need to be significantly higher than your window and also significantly wider. Mount your rods about 4 to 12 inches above your window frame. It really depends on how tall your ceilings are. The lower your ceilings, the higher higher you should mount the curtain rod, because then once your curtains are positioned, they're gonna elongate the look of your house and make it look like you have much taller ceilings than you do. When you're mounting the rod itself, extend your rods about 8 to 12 inches past each side of the window. There are so many benefits to this. First, it will make your window look much larger. It also allows you to fully open your curtain panels so all the light can come in. And that way, when you have your curtains fully opened, you can see the entirety of the window instead of it being cut off. And then finally, choosing the right length. This is so important. The beautiful thing about places like Amazon that sell so many different variations of curtains is that they also have a lot of options for different lengths. Keep in mind exactly where you want to place the rod and then find a curtain length that will match that. The most ideal look that you're going to want for your curtains is to have them basically kiss the floor. They are not gathered or puddled. They're also not hovering above the floor, but they are perfectly touching it, which is what truly gives your curtain treatments that designer look. I'm going to save all these little hints and measurements in the description for you in case you're looking to put up some curtains yourself and you want to find your perfect measurement. Head on over there for the full guide. Okay, we got both of the windows done. Let's take a step back and see what it's looking like. Let me just say, I definitely broke a sweat, but oh my god, the blue, it's so pretty. I mean, honestly, I knew that it was gonna be pretty, but I'm also kind of tripping out a little bit because even though the blue is so nice, I feel like it doesn't match a single thing in my living room right now, which is really, really bothering me. Swapping out things like the decor on the console table, the cushions, I feel like they're so fall coated and there's nothing warm and summery about this at all. I've mentioned to you guys how much I want to add more color into the home, and I think this already instantly makes such a big transformation. Instead of always just having to buy new rugs, I really like to swap around rugs in different rooms of my house. I love my ruggable rug so much, and there is no way that I'm getting rid of it, but I do feel like this is very much more a fall winter type of rug, so I am gonna store it away in storage for now. And I'm planning on bringing my office rug, this one right over here, downstairs. I love that rug so much, especially because it has a lot of those blue specks that will match these curtains so well, because I feel like we really need to lighten and brighten this space. I've always loved this rug in here. This was the rug that I actually had last summer, which just goes to show I do reuse my rugs whenever I can. But this is the first time that I actually feel like this rug matches the space perfectly because of the blue curtains. You see the slight little blue touches that we have in here? It is a perfect pairing. And yes, even though these cushions and this decor is so fall and bothering me so much, all of us, including me, has just got to be patient because I have all of my thrift finds. I still need to clean them up. I still need to prepare them. But taking the look at the rugs and the curtain alone, obviously envision lighter touches of blue on the couch, new decor on the console table. But do you guys see the potential of what I'm seeing right now? I feel like adding the rug in here is making me feel even more confident about these curtains, but comment down below and let me know what you think. Blue curtains in the living room, yay or nay? And while I've already got you guys commenting on that, I actually need your help on one more section of the house, and it is here in my breakfast nook. So what I was thinking to do both in the kitchen and right over here is to do cafe curtains. I do want to somehow continue that blue into these curtains as well, but in a more subtle way. So I was basically thinking to do curtains that have a beige base, and then we got two options. We can either do a beige base with blue stripes, or we could do a beige base with blue florals. Both of them so pretty. One of them feels more traditional, one feels a little bit more vintage. I would really love you guys to give me some advice. Taking a look at this breakfast nook and kitchen, which of these two patterned cafe curtains do you think would look nicer? Both of these patterns are on Amazon, so help me decide which of the two I should order. I already have my cafe curtain rod that I thrifted in my last thrift trip, and in that decorate with me video, with your advice, I'm gonna choose a pair and put them up together with you as well. So let me know what you're thinking. I'm up in Eliana's room right now. I just went ahead and washed some new sheets that I got for her, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to mention that truly, if you want to go ahead and springify some spaces in your home, changing your linens to add things that have more of these pastel colors or even florals on them is such an easy way to springify your space. Eliana's just about ready for her next nap. We finally transitioned her out of the swaddle, and instead I put this big puffy sleep suit on her, which kind of weighs her down and it keeps her from rolling over whenever she is sleeping, which has been so good. And you guys, I need to mention it. I'm finally on the other side. I'm finally on the other side where I have a baby who sleeps through the night, because if you remember, Eliana was truly my toughest baby. She was the one that always had 30-minute naps max. She always needed to be held. It was tough, especially in those first couple of months. But there are a couple of different things that we implemented that I really feel helped along with her baby's sleep. It is the 3 S's: sleep sack, shade, which is just darkness, and sound. Those are the 3 things that Eliana needs in order to get a good night's sleep. The first thing is truly having a dark room. And we actually have these like blackout curtains. They are not the most aesthetic, but they are so good at keeping all of the light out when it comes to her sleeping. When it's pitch black, it's already creating an environment of like, okay, time to unwind, time to sleep. The third S is sound. Eliana, just like all of my kids, sleeps incredibly when she sleeps with some white noise. We currently have 2 of the original Hatch sound and light machines that I got myself and we've been using for years. I thought that their original one was already amazing and it could not get better, but this is the Hatch baby. It is the next generation bedside dream machine. It is a sound machine, a nightlight, and a sleep coach all in one. One of the coolest features about this little machine is that you get access to certified sleep consultants and resources whenever you need guidance. Go into the Hatch Sleep app and you can start a conversation with a real person, asking for tips, asking for advice, talking about your struggles of whatever you are going through with your baby when it comes to baby sleep. If you want to start weaning off of the pacifier or transitioning out of a swaddle. And with the press of one button, we can actually toggle on her sound machine. Whenever we want to go ahead and do a night change, I just turn on the lamp and it gives you the perfect amount of a dim light so I can change her diaper at night without waking her or stimulating her. You can customize the sounds, the colors, even the brightness of the light. So thank you so much to Hatch for partnering with me. How amazing is it to work with brands that I've actually used and bought myself for years. You guys, I'm in my office right now. I literally left 5 minutes ago. You could see. And she is already sleeping. It's this. That sound machine just suits her so well. It's truly her indicator that it's time to sleep. As soon as the sound machine goes on, the lights go out, the sleep sack is on, she's like, okay, it is nap time. And that is exactly how I'm able to actually do a lot of these projects with her having really, really good long nap stretches. So I highly recommend it. Hatch Baby has been a part of our family with every single one of my kids. So if you guys are curious to check it out, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link down below. It's helped us get her into a really good trained routine. And I just know if you're a mama entering that stage right now, or if you're going through it, this is gonna be a tool that's gonna help baby sleep so much better and in turn allow you to get the precious sleep that you so need, mama. But with that, being back in my office, you can see this area right here, it's looking a little blank. Time to get our dream desk ready so we can put it right on here. Okay guys, I just changed into my DIY clothes because we are officially getting to finally finishing this table. This morning I actually went ahead and gave it a nice sand down because it did have a lot of like leftover paint, and you can see that now it is so clear. I do just have to go in and just clean off all of this excess dust, but the wood grain is so pretty. The brass on this too, I'm especially in love. And now we can finally get to all of my stains and my paints and officially get her colored and beautiful. So most of you guys said to stain her, and you are so right. Even though I really love this light tone wood, my office is leaning more cottagecore over coastal, so I actually feel like giving this a slight hint of a deeper light chocolatey brown would be beautiful. Officially done it. The table is now dry, it's all set, and it is here in my office, and it is perfect. No, you guys like don't understand how happy I am. It is so beautiful. I actually initially thought that I was going to have the table right over here, but as you guys know, because of the fact that I'm always filming try on hauls, I realized that I just have to keep this rack here all the time instead of having to move the desk constantly back and forth. But I do think this placement is really good. It's super close to the window, which is amazing. The only thing that obviously I still need to find is my perfect chair here, something that is comfortable enough for me to spend long hours working, but pretty enough to still feel decorative. And then of course you guys saw me thrift a bunch of items at the thrift store as well, like desk organizers and other decorative elements that I can add to this, along with a mirror too. All of that you guys are going to be seeing in a future vlog when I'm doing my official spring decorate with me, so stay tuned. I have to say my most favorite part about it is definitely the brass, because it is just so gorgeous. I love how weathered it is, and it just goes to show how small hardware details like this is truly what can give something such a vintage vintage look. So pretty. But at this point, I want you to take a look. Let me know what you think of the desk. I actually think that the stain color is perfect because it doesn't have any yellow tones, but it still feels a little bit warm. And I think this is a really good middle between half of you said to keep it natural and half of you said to go darker. This is like a slightly darker tone, but still feels like a very natural looking wood. But comment down below, what do you think? Do you feel like we should still go ahead and stain it darker or leave it as is? I bought it.
I buy a lot of things that you take from me.
But guys, oh my gosh, I have to share this. This is called Fruit Riot. This is straight up frozen fruit covered in candy coating. And you know how much me and Ellen love our candy. It's genuinely sour. It's so good. Usually have food first, dessert later. Sometimes you gotta get in your snack before.
This is the good alternative for the kids though, I give you that.
I'm gonna make myself a quick lunch. You guys requested to see more of my meals. So today's menu, we're gonna be making some burrata avocado toast. And if you have not heard of burrata, I am about to change your life. It's basically a mozzarella ball with a creamy, cheesy filling on the inside. Put it on sourdough with some avocado spread under it, the cheese on top, some balsamic. Oh, it's so good, you guys. When you go to any brunch place and they have burrata, they overcharge us like crazy. It's insane to me that you can get it right at home. That little thing I whispered before I took a bite, by the way, was me blessing my food. We actually have a customized Orthodox juice to bless everything before we eat it, whether that be bread or that be a drink. I guess a lot of you guys who are Christian, you say grace, right? It's a similar idea. It's just kind of a way to elevate the food spiritually, as well as a little reminder to thank God for everything that he gives us. But Eran is just feeding Eliana while I get my breakfast in, then I'm gonna play with her a little bit. Honestly, I think I got hungry eyes. I should have made myself one. But do you ever get so hungry that you're like, I could eat so much, and you clearly make more than you should eat? Like, I'll be full from one slice. Maybe I'll save the next one for later. But what can I say? Big day requires a big meal. This is an extra happy day because not only is the first thing we see in the store florals, but apparently 40% off all stems and florals. Do you know how many times I came here hoping that they would have a sale? Because Hobby Lobby has these like ridiculous sales for different categories, and I was waiting for the day that the stems would be on sale, and that day is today. So I already have a collection of a couple of stems that I've been seeing online that were so beautiful from here that I want to go ahead and get. We really want to look for realism. So as much as we're adding blue into the house, blue flowers, most definitely not. Okay, so over here in the white flowers, the first one I've actually been seeing that I think looks so beautiful, specifically with blue, is this. This is called the Cosmo Spray. They look so realistic and so pretty. Definitely gonna grab a couple of these specifically for a vase. All right, moving on. The next stem that I want to go ahead and get myself is actually something that reminds me of my dear mom. My mom absolutely loves tulips, and spring is when her birthday is. Her birthday is in April, and so it is her flower. I really want to add some tulips into my home. The thing is with tulips is that they don't last so long, and they have some really realistic looking ones here, which, by the way, some of you guys may be thinking, Haley, full florals are actually so expensive. Really think about it though, they're flowers that never die. So I actually keep them. I swap them out with the seasons, and this is the first time I'm ever buying any spring summer florals. I only have fall stems in my house right now, so this is going to be my first addition to my collection, and the beautiful thing is I could just take them out every year. So the tulips that I was talking about, I mean, look at how realistic these look. They even don't feel like plastic. They have like a real feel. I don't know how to explain it. I really want to make kind of a full looking vase. I think that much is good, and then I do want our home to bring in even more color, so I think I want to pick up a couple of pink tulips too, because again, these really look so realistic, and I feel like they'll look so pretty propped in a vase. And again, 40% off. There's no better time than right now to do it. Okay, then we've also got some baby's breath, which I love so much, and these are actually the neutral ones, which I think are so pretty over the white. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. These actually work perfectly if you're gonna put them in shorter vases, like in a kitchen. It's stunning for that. These actually would also look so pretty styled in some thrifted baskets that I have that you can hang hang on a rack just like this. And okay, they are hiding in there, but I found the final flower I was looking for, and it looks like there's just 2 stems left, which is perfect because I was only looking to get 2 anyway. But guys, look at how realistic these look. These are hydrangeas. I saw them styled on somebody's Instagram and I'm like, oh my god, these are gorgeous. I really wanted one set of super tall flowers for like our countertop, and I'm so happy I found them. Literally the only 2 that were left. Yay! But okay, moving on. Something else that I really love to buy at Hobby Lobby is my candles. Again, things that are harder to thrift. Like faux florals, I never found at a thrift store. Candles too, there's usually like a mismatched odd one out. But you guys know that I have candle sconces above my couch, and one of my favorite things to do with changing the seasons is to literally just change the colors of the candles that are displayed. So of course, like you know, we're gonna be getting blue if they have some available. Okay, and then when it comes to the candles, as you guys know, I wanted to replace the candles that are in my living room, and this is exactly the blue that I was looking for. I think I'm gonna get a couple in a longer version and then maybe 2 in a shorter to like sprinkle around in my kitchen too. Swapping out the candles is truly the best way that you can switch up your home decor with something that is so affordable, because with only $1.49 per candle, it's so worth it. Okay, now that I pretty much got what I needed, might as well quickly browse around to some of the home decor. I'm still looking for a really big piece of artwork to put on top of the living room. I keep trying to thrift something, but everything I thrift is very small scale and I need something large. So maybe I could just look around and see if something inspires me. I don't know guys, I can't do it. Buying mass-produced artwork, even though some of it does look pretty cute, there's something about it that I truly just feel like I need something that I found and sourced myself. It'll make it so much more special, especially if it's gonna be on a huge wall. Try to thrift your artwork, you guys, because then you also have bragging rights for life. When people ask you about it, you could say that you found it. How great is that? Well, you guys, what can I say? I definitely feel like a touch of spring has already arrived into this home, and I cannot wait for the next video where we go and we do like the really deep decorating, because you can see the touch of blue already, but like everything behind me, it's still very in the fall winter season, and we've got to spring it up. I'm already slowly getting in some of my other decor pieces that I couldn't thrift for the house, like these dusty blue pillowcases. They are the same brand that I have these in the green, but I went with like a slightly lighter touch of blue than the curtain so that we can really have that dimension of different blue colors. So stay tuned in that video to see us add the cushions, add the cafe curtains, switch up all the decor behind me, and of course totally redecorate all of the kitchen shelves, and of course finalize the office too. I am so happy with how the table turned out. I still need a little bit more time for the table to fully cure, then we can add the rest of the decor back in, like all of my desk organization supplies, my calendars, other little fun decor that I got for that room too. But with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your advice. As I said, I still need to go in and put my order for my cafe curtains. Let me know if we should do the striped print or the floral print, taking a look at what the living room looks like now. I would love to know your thoughts, guys. What do you think about the blue? Do you like this direction that we are going into for the spring and summer? Get excited and stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones to stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, comment down below blissful blue, because that's exactly what this blue is giving. It's giving calm, it's giving blissful, and it's giving excited for the season coming up. Whatever I showed you in this video that I can link, I will list down below, including our new baby hatch dream machine, which we love so much. Aliana is literally taking her last nap of the day right now, and we are so grateful to this little thing, and you should be too, because the fact that she can actually get her naps in means that I have more free time to do all of these decor projects. So you can find the new hatch baby dream machine linked down below, and get excited for the huge spring decorate with me that's to come. Love you all, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.